Once he got the block, he made a move, and he was headed to the end zone.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech. Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, big colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from love. I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED Talk to hire me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling beef. I said, Mama, please. If I was, do you think got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' be but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mama. Masterpiece, life is a crack. These love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping them get pieces. Regular, get up pack. 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice to my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give what you think of us. Dub jab, hooks in it. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's Corral on 1st down.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And I guess we're back to square one.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 30. That's playing back into run.
This defense is
in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Amari Barno
Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Here's Smith to return it.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive.
Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their 1st drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Corral.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Celtic Tigers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have a quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Another try after the first down sack. Corral, he's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Third and long, Corral.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. After 1, 7-0. Dublin with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. Leaves her at 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. A first down throw here for Corral. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Corral looking to pass. 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hill. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll go as a loss of 6.
Last week in their loss, they just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A good gain of 12 yards that time.
Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top for Cup. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Corral with it on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week. Big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, Corral. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game.
Corral lost it. The ball is out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now another timeout called for by the offense. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. Finding room at midfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So able to add on to their 1st half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A final shot before the half for Corral.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll probably help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Celtic Tigers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Sets up play action.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Corral on 1st down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
To try again after the sack. Corral, he's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the
Personal
35.
foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Back to throw now on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now a Carolina native, former Tar Heel, it's Javonte Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Celtic Tigers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and this will be scooped up by the defense. Get this one back to the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Celtic Tigers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their